Hello, my name is Joe Hopkins. I've been a CPA for 28 plus years, based here in Corpus Christi, Texas. I do about 50% of my work all over the state of Texas, the other 50% nationwide. Have lots of referrals coming in. I'd love to help people. Today I'm wearing my Tax Mom shirt. It's just an affiliated group that I belong to. We put on a conference and yearly. Our last one was in June in Nashville, so a lot of former IRS agents and CPAs, tax attorneys, etc. attend that meeting. So we have a lot of resources behind us. Today I just briefly wanted to talk about the failure to file penalties, failure to pay penalties, and the variable interest that relates to any tax debts that you may have encountered. So people think, hey, okay, they know they got a tax bill coming up, they did a draft tax return, mock up, they figured they owed $5,000 as an example, right? I can't afford to pay it, I'm not gonna file it, if I don't file it, I don't have to pay it, right? Well, wrong, right? Because there's a failure to file penalty, 5% per month on whatever balance is owed, for a maximum of 25%. There's a failure to pay penalty. So even if you file timely, if you don't pay by April 15th or whatever, then you got a failure to pay penalty tacked on top of that. It's 0.5% per month for a maximum of 50 months, 50 months. So it's 0.5% for 50 months. So that's another 25% that can get tacked on. So you got your failure to file potential penalty, 5% per month, maximum 25 months over a 5-month time period. Then you got your failure to pay. It's a lot less per month, but it can extend out to 50 months. In addition to the failure to pay penalty, you have a variable interest rate penalty. This increases a little bit during the time periods. It was a little bit lower than this back during COVID, but now it's up to about 6% per year, or about 0.5% per month. So the failure to pay penalty, 0.5% per month. The variable interest rate, 0.5% per month. So that's about 1% per month, or about 12% per year. I think it actually comes out to about 13% per year. Some of my clients think, hey, that's a lot cheaper than a credit card, and it's almost like a guaranteed loan, if you can get a payment plan through us or whatever. But a lot of people think, well, I don't know, that's a lot more expensive than a vehicle loan. So it's your call, but part of my guidance today is just don't stick your head in the sand. The failure to file penalty is also out there. So boom, they can hit you 25% for failure to file. Ultimately, another 25% maximum if you drag out the payment for a long time. And so that's 50% penalty, basically, on top of your original debt. That's what catches up so many people over a long period of time, especially when they stick their head in the sand, 5 years ago, and they don't pay something and they think it's going to go away. Well, it's accruing these failure to pay penalties and interest along the way. So there's a way out. Just give us a call. We handle this all the time. We catch people up on tax returns and get them caught up. Usually we would just have to focus on the last 6 years of returns, even if you haven't filed in a lot longer than that. But we can talk about that and get you caught up, whether it's a business or you personally or both. We can figure that out. The failure to file, failure to pay penalties also apply very heavily to the 941 payroll taxes, right? Same thing. Failure to file penalty, failure to pay, both active with the 941 taxes as well too. Big point. A lot of people think, man, I'm doing my own payroll through my QuickBooks, I'm sending in the stuff, but I can't afford to pay the payroll taxes, so I'm not going to file them. Wrong. At least file them, get rid of 25% of the penalty. The failure to pay, well, that's another potential 25%, but at least you got rid of half of it because you filed them timely. So don't, increase your debt by just failing to file and doing that. So But yeah, we can help with business tax returns as well, personal, whatever. Just give us a call on our group communication line. You can text or call this number, 361-360-3855. And that's area code 361-360-3855, or you can text or call that number. And you can also visit our website at hopkinscpa.tax, not .com, but .tax, hopkinscpa.tax. Thank you much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.